We have the lady, the legend herself, Coach Les Stuedeman, the UAH softball program, and the coach. It's an honor to have you sitting at our table and talking with us today.
I'm so
as
glad,
it is with all,
so glad to be here.
You are the legend. I mean,
I appreciate that. I'm just glad this is radio, so I didn't have to wear my makeup this morning.
I put my makeup on. I mean,
we'll take a picture.
We are going to be on
YouTube.
Gotcha. Oh no!
Just don't pick your nose. Everything's fine after that. I mean, Todd's built an entire.
Tyler didn't tell you about that.
Yeah, Todd's built an entire. Bless his heart, he was trying to do good.
Yeah.
The waitress brought up, and he was rocking up a tray full of drinks. God bless him. And he was going to help her. I mean, it was just like as soon as he got his hand on it, all 6 of them hit the floor.
And it was probably like the first time we'd ever.
That was
not
the
a
first
good start for the body.
Not a good start for the body. Not at all. Not at all.
Coach Schulman was giving him a hard time about his nickname.
So
let's get into softball here.
Softball. So you just said start Monday.
We start Monday.
Have done nothing up to this point, throwing or anything?
No, they don't even get back to school till tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
Not unless they're doing it home on their own.
I'm sure they are, Coach.
I know they've been doing it every day.
In other words, they better have been doing it.
The ones that have it are going to the cages. The others are getting together.
Every Christmas break, Coach, they've been doing it every day.
Every parent emailed me that they put a cover on the couch so they couldn't lay on it. So nobody got to sit on the couch. Every parent's on board.
Absolutely love it.
So you, like you said, the weather is fixed to get real cold. You said they need to get 20 degrees. I heard it might be snow flurries Tuesday, so that'd be awesome.
It's just the way we like it. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it's a winter sport, really, and our first game is January 31st.
Wow.
So when did that change on everybody? Because it seemed like when we were all doing
Todd and I played high school baseball against each other.
Oh.
I mean, it was right after AA week.
Who's got the best record?
Him. He went to East Limestone.
Just because I had a better team.
I get it.
But we didn't. I mean, I'm sure we dealt with some cold, but we didn't start till like March.
Yeah, I remember.
After AA week. Yeah.
One of my first, in my first 4 or 5 years here, Jim Harris was our AD, and we scheduled a game at the end of February. And he called me in his office, and he wasn't real fiery, but he's like, "You don't play baseball and softball in February? What are you doing?" Our first game this year is on January 31st.
Unbelievable.
He is rolling in his grave, guys. I'm telling you, like he would not. He would not believe.
31st.
So it starts the 31st. When does it generally wrap up?
The Division II National Championship game is on Memorial Day every year traditionally. So you you just don't you just have such a small window to get it in.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
So you play close to 50 games, don't you?
Yeah, you can play 56, and we have 13 teams in the conference, so that eats up 36 of them.
Wow.
So
wow. No, I have to ask one question.
13, I don't know, maybe it's more than that.
Look at all the little pictures and everything up there. Are you the one responsible for the baseball picture being like 4 inches down? The only one that's out of a line? Sorry, I'm a little OCD when I was looking down the line.
I'm not responsible.
What did they do the baseball program for?
Y'all need to ask that Coach Royer that question.
Every one of them lined up along with the joint there in the mortar, and then there's baseball. It's like
you're not the only one who that bothers, and there's some kind of a structural issue there because that's been brought up before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you're not alone in your.
Well, my billfold is from larger denominations from back to front.
That's what I do.
Me too. I keep all the big bills in the back.
Both of them, right?
Yeah. Both the 5 and the 10.
Okay. And the straight up question that comes from Bama Zach is: do we have local girls playing here?
Yeah.
That's
all local.
Yeah.
We've got an Athens girl, Gracie Green.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all know her. She is from Athens High School. No. But our entire team, we've got maybe 3 kids from out of state.
Oh, wow.
This is a North Alabama team.
That's great.
You can throw rocks and hit softball players and bounce one off and hit another one and support a program. I mean, UNA supports their programs with North Alabama kids. We do. Montevallo's been coming up here and getting some kids, and there's enough for us to be good and them to be good.
There are plenty up there. Speaking of UNA,
stay out up here.
How often, if at all, does it come up where y'all are really recruiting the same girl really hard? Like, I've got to have his kid. Does that happen?
Not that much anymore. When Jeremy Reese was there about 15 years ago, we recruited a lot of the same kids. And then the guy that followed him, Jason, same thing. Ashley and I have not really gone head-to-head on a lot of kids. And now, she's recruiting a little bit higher caliber kid than us. Wow.
Yeah, that wasn't us.
Yeah.
We're not sitting next to a restroom, so
And also, like, usually, like, we're looking at a specific academic
True.
set of kids that sometimes they're not looking at, although she's had some fantastic students over there as well. But, like, a lot of, we're going to get engineers. She's not. Like, she beats me out for all the teachers. I mean, but I mean, that's just the way it is. So nursing, we can do nursing and athletics here. I'm not real sure they can there. So
and that makes a big difference.
yeah,
it does.
You know?
Well, Coach, one of our buddies, his daughters play travel ball, and he said he thinks you probably know their coach, Slade Stewart, with the Sparks.
Yeah, I've heard of Slade.
Yeah. And so how big, you do you look like? Travel ball has become huge now. So do you think? How are you about travel ball?
Well, first let me tell y'all that Slade is married to the best player that ever played at UAH.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah,
I
she
did not
still
know
has
that.
like 3 or 4 NCAA Division II records.
Wow, how about that?
So, and he played baseball here.
Okay,
so
how about that?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Coach didn't tell me that. So,
back to travel ball. I mean, when I first got to Huntsville, the high schools were slow pitch, and there was no travel ball.
That's right, wasn't it?
So, like I met a guy at a camp, and I said, if you'll put a team together, I'll coach it, and I'll keep coaching in the summers until people start stealing players. So I coached about 2 summers, and people started stealing players, and I said, okay, we've arrived then, and that was the Huntsville Sharks, and now, I mean, it's
huge.
thriving.
Unbelievable.
So
It's a huge-
how closely do you follow that? I mean, do you deal more with the high school coaches, or do you deal a lot with?
Well, we
travel
deal
ball
with
coaches?
both. I mean, we really try to support our high school coaches here in town, and then all across the top of the state. It's easier for us to recruit at travel ball events because they're in the summer.
Same place,
Yeah,
and you can
exactly.
see a whole bunch of talent.
Yeah,
in one
but
spot.
I mean, there's the high school softball is awesome up here.
Yeah,
I mean,
It's
there's
unbelievable.
there's no. I love it. I remember the first time when we went to the regional format. They were playing out at the Sportsplex, and Albertville was playing Arab. Okay, and they hate each other.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Albertville, Paul Woodruff was coaching them, and they had a drum line at the top of the Sportsplex.
Really?
Drumming on the they outlawed like noise, but I walked up, you could not hear, and one of the travel ball dads came up and said, "This is so stupid. I can't wait till summer ball." And I looked at him.
Coach.
Good luck tonight, Coach. I looked at that guy and I was like, "Are you?" I mean, I grew up in Alabama. We didn't have that kind of atmosphere. And I said, "Are you? This is I've been waiting on this for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's great. I mean, it's just different but great."
Yeah, and what a difference it made. I can remember when it was slow pitch. We all do, and how, for lack of a better word, boring it was. and the girls were clamoring for it. They wanted to play fast pitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
So obviously that made a difference through the years.
They
now.
played fast pitch all the way up through what we call the summer rec league.
Right.
Yeah, same
Right.
here.
Right.
Same
And then-
here. I
and
never
then-
played slow pitch till I got to high
It
school.
was all fast pitch, and you go to high school and it's slow pitch. And I'm like, are you crazy? You
I
know?
think that's a bunch of male chauvinists up there down
Yeah,
in
might be
Montgomery
what it
making
is.
that decision.
Well, Montgomery is very slow to change. I don't want to criticize those guys, but they didn't believe that the state of Alabama would be able to produce and support fast pitch from the bottom of the state all the way to the north.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, if you go to Montgomery, they're old school people that are good people that'll say we were wrong. I cannot believe what this is.
How wrong?
Well,
How wrong?
they had never heard about Pisgah High School on top of Sound Mountain either, are they?
No.
You talking about a program?
Yeah,
That's
that,
It's unreal.
what he's done at Pisgah. I mean, we got a Pisgah kid on our freshman on our team this year. My dad came to a fall game, and he had 2 of his favorite players. One was a freshman from James Clemens. One was a freshman from Pisgah.
And I'm telling you, if you got a program so good that people are moving to Sand Mountain
Yeah.
to play softball
Yeah. They're
doing
when
something
you could be
way right.
playing down here at James Clemens or Bob Jones
Yeah,
or
no,
something.
he could be coaching anywhere. I mean, he could coach at any level. He just knows how to win, and those girls love him. So, he's got a ring on every finger and toe about.
Talk about your senior leadership.
We've got 5 seniors, and 3 of them have been here 4 years. One of them is from here in town. She's probably our like in terms of like achievement, she's the highest returning freshman, Ashley Cornell. She's our center fielder, and she has really developed as a player. Last year, she hit about over 400. Wow.
Nice.
Real solid across the board, doubles, good producer on RBIs. She can run. She was a little banged up last year, so she didn't get to steal as many bases. But Reagan Malone, she's from Northport, outfielder. Also a great hitter, gets a really high on base percentage. And then we have one from Chicago.
Wow.
Shannon Long. Her sister played here.
Wow.
And like she found us, the sister found us. Like we don't really. I mean,
She was a legacy.
Yeah.
Chicago.
She showed up and wanted to do a tryout, and we did a tryout. And me and my assistant were like cutting our eyes at each other, going, "Oh my God!" I mean, they both, two of them have been the sister before her, and now her have been two of the best players we've ever had. Just
That's
luck.
a great story.
Years ago, young babe, 30 years ago, back when Athens State still had a softball program. Yeah. I've went to watch a couple of those games when I lived in town, and those girls pitch. It's the balls come, it's hissing, and it sounds like it's doing about 70 miles per hour. How fast are 70 miles an hour from 60 feet, 60 feet is
it's about
that's
it's
like
really
90
probably
as compared in the major league.
more reality is probably 60, and we've got kids across
60 still smoking, man.
It is. That's like 90 in baseball.
Well, I was just going to say it's about like 90. They say in baseball. So,
but it's across all divisions. I mean, it's not. I mean, you'll have a pitcher at Pisgah throwing 60. You might have one at Athens throwing 60. It's not dependent on what level school they're at.
And compared to 20 years ago, the pitching's got so much better as far as the change-ups, curves, the different. I mean, what those girls are doing on the mound is insane.
It is. I mean, I can't do it.
No.
it's art. I can tell you that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, we do remember your Gracie Green, preacher's daughter.
That's right.
I know her daddy, Mike Green. So
They came to their recruiting visit, and I said, Mike, you're going to have to sit in center field because sometimes I'll let some fly. And he saw me this phone. He said, Coach, I'm doing what you told me to do, sit in center.
That's great.
She's a great player.
That's cool. Well,
Coach, we appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
much,
y'all.
Coach.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick break. You're listening to Applebee's Tailgate Talk on WKAC, the Big 1080.